Right now, somewhere in Chula, Vista or Otay Ranch, there's a buyer closing on a home. They did not have a massive down payment saved. They did not want to wait for rates to drop. They found out about programs. They put that real money towards their purchase and they used them. Meanwhile, someone else is in the same neighborhood with the same income, is still renting, still waiting, still assuming they cannot afford it. The only difference between those two people is information. And today, I'm gonna give you that information. So let's do it. Everything I cover today has a source link in the description below. Go verify it directly. And if you want help figuring out which of these programs fit your specific situation, call or text me at 858-832-9025. Or use the link below and book a free 20-minute call. I'm happy to look at your numbers with you and help figure out the next right step. Now, I'm Corey Rills, and I've been helping families with their real estate goals for over 11 years now. 4 years ago, my family and I moved to Chula Vista, and we fell in love with the community, the neighborhoods, the people, the local businesses. It's why we're so passionate about helping families find their place here in San Diego County. So when I sit down with buyers here, I don't just think about the transaction. I think about what comes next for them. Because buying a home is not just a financial decision. It's one of the biggest life-changing decisions you will ever make. And it deserves to be treated that way. Quick note before we get into it, everything I share today is educational purposes only. These programs have specific eligibility requirements and the details change regularly. So please verify everything directly with the program or a licensed professional. I am not a lender. I am just someone who wants to make sure you know what is out there. All right, the local money most buyers miss. Let me get started with the closest to home because most buyers go straight to Google and end up looking at national programs while missing programs funded specifically for people buying right now in San Diego County. The San Diego Housing Commission, SDHC, runs first-time homebuyer programs. They offer help with the down payment and in some cases closing costs too. So here's what most people get this wrong. They hear the words assistance program and immediately assume it's only for households barely making ends meet. That is not accurate. SDHC has programs that go further up the income scale than most people. And if you have a solid job and a decent income, but you have not been able to save a large enough down payment, these programs were built for you. The way the help is structured is through what is called a deferred loan. Plain English, you don't make monthly payments on it. It gets repaid when you sell the home, if you refinance, or if you pay off your mortgage. It'll get you in the door now without draining what you have saved. Now, I'm not gonna put specific dollar amounts on camera because those figures get updated. And I want you working from current numbers. Now, what I will tell you is the SDHC's programs are real. They are active and they are worth a conversation. And if you are a first-time home buyer in this market, the link to check current details is in the description. There is also a separate program through San Diego County, not just the city. This specifically covers areas, including Chula Vista. So if you're buying anywhere in the South Bay, this one is directly relevant for you. Same situation, link in the description, so you can go straight to the source. Now here's the part most people do not realize. These local programs can often be combined with state programs, and that is where things can really shift in your favor. So the state programs that stack. California has its own housing finance agency called CalHFA, and they offer programs that can often be layered on top of local programs I just mentioned. Layered means used at the same time, which can dramatically change how much of your own cash you actually need to buy. The first one is called My Home. It is a deferred loan for down payment and closing costs. It is generally available year-round. No narrow window, no lottery, no running out of funding. To use it, you need a CalHFA approved lender and a homebuyer educational course. That course is usually online and takes a few hours. One of the lowest barriers of entry of any program on this list. The second one is California Dream for All, and I want to be honest with you about this one because there's a lot of hype around it. It can provide up to 20% of the purchase price towards your down payment. That is significant in a market like San Diego, but it is a shared appreciation loan, meaning when you sell your home, you pay back what you receive plus a share of appreciation. It's not just a grant. Think of it as a silent partner. You benefit now and share share the upside later. It also runs on a lottery system, so not everyone who applies gets selected. Now, if you are interested, check CalHFA's website directly, link in the description, to see the current status and the application timing. Now, if you're a veteran or active duty, stay with me, because this next session is the most important one for you. So VA benefits. San Diego is one of the most military-dense cities in the country, and I cannot tell you how often I talk to veterans and active duty service members who either do not fully understand their VA loan benefit or are told something inaccurate and never revisited it. Here's what matters. The VA loan allows eligible buyers to purchase with zero down payment. In San Diego, zero. There's also no private mortgage insurance. Conventional loans who put less than 20% down pay mortgage insurance every single month. The cost does not exist for a VA loan. For exact numbers, rates, fees, eligibility, talk to a VA approved lender, though details change based on your situation. But this part does not change. Your VA eligibility does not expire. If you served 5 years ago, or 20 years ago, that benefit is still yours. So if you have not fully explored it, that conversation is worth having. FHA loans. FHA loans are government-backed mortgages that allow lower down payments and more flexible credit requirements than conventional loans. So most people know that, but here's what matters in San Diego. This is a high-cost area, which means the FHA loan limit here is significantly higher than in most parts of the country. So you can use our FHA at price points that actually match this market. That's a big deal. FHA comes with mortgage insurance upfront and monthly. That is real. But for most buyers, the real question is not FHA versus conventional. The real question is buy now or rent for another 2-3 years while prices keep moving. That is a conversation worth having with a lender. Right, the current FHA limit is linked in the description. So if this is the kind of information you want more of, hit subscribe. I put in a new video every week, and I will always give you the real picture of what is happening in this market, not just the good news. So 3 things I want you to walk away with today. 1, there's real help available for buyers in San Diego and Chula Vista right now. You have local SDHC, state CalHFA, federal VA, and FHA. Most people never explore it because they assume they do not qualify. The only way to find out is to ask. 2, a lot of these programs can be combined. The total help available to you may be worth more than you think, but getting that right takes talking to the right lender. 3, start the conversation before you feel ready. Every buyer I've worked with who discovered these programs wish they had found out sooner. Do not be the person who finds out 6 months from now. So if you want to figure out where you stand, call or text me at 858-832-9025 or use the link below to set up a free 20-minute call. We will look at your situation together and we'll figure out the right step. And if you're still researching, save this video, drop a comment below, and tell me which program surprised you most. I read every single one. I'm Corey Rose, and I will see you on the next one.